Hello, everyone, and welcome to another update on the fan campaign for the Hunt for Ben Solo. We are really excited to share with you what we've been up to in June and July. And we means I am joined this afternoon by the fabulous Yeet. Yeet, thank you for coming back to the channel.
It's good to be back. I'm very happy to be here and to help Jen update everyone on all that the fan campaign has been up to from June to July. We've done a lot of stuff, and let's get into it.
Thank you. So the fan campaign is still going strong, and as always, we have a whole bunch of fun activities to talk about that went on in June and July. Of course, all of this reach only works thanks to the army of Ben Solo fans out there, some of whom go by the Knights of Ben. So if you ever see hashtag the Knights of Ben, there's a good chance that's one of us as well, who go out and share and like and generally boost all of the news and creative posts and enthusiasm for Ben Solo. So big shout out to all of our social media activists out there.
Thank you, Knights.
The most significant thing that the fan campaign has done lately is to launch a GoFundMe. We realize that there are thousands of Ben Solo fans out there. We'll talk about the petition to relaunch the Hunt for Ben Solo later. But there are only about 250 of us so far on Discord, where we do all of the organizing for fan campaign activities. So we know there are lots of people out there who are motivated to see these activities and apply pressure to Disney, who might want to participate by contributing a few dollars to making these things happen. But right now, it's difficult. International money exchange is a pain in the behind, and we are, in fact, a truly global campaign. So that's a genuine issue for us. This platform seems to be making it easier. So I will include links to those in the video description box below, and probably there'll be a scroll showing an example of what it looks like. If you're going to contribute to the GoFundMe, thank you. Please feel no obligation, though. We know financial times are tough everywhere, and you should not give us any dollars or whatever your currency is that you cannot afford to spend on something frivolous and fun. Remember, we're just here for a good time. And if you do contribute, you do not need to tip GoFundMe, although they will invite you to do so. They actually keep 3% of all contributions, so they are being compensated. Have no fear that GoFundMe is going to go anywhere. Can I pass it over to
And
you?
Mhm. So collaborating to fund events makes it easier to make them happen, like our newest truck at San Diego Comic Con. I hope some of y'all saw it. We did post a lot about it on all of our socials. Please tag us on your preferred social media platform. You can find all of our social channels at savebensolo.com, all lowercase. We're on all the common English language ones. So for the socials, we're going to start with an IG post that saw 10,000 views at last count. It was our Where's Ben Solo truck at San Diego Comic Con. It reached almost 5,000 accounts and generated 82 profile views and 36 followers. Yes, we are real people. No, we are not compensated for doing this, even though some of us may feel like we should. We're all just really big fans of Ben Solo, and we're willing and able to put our money where our fandom is. Most important, of course, is that 7,000 of those 10,000 views were from non followers, people who this might have been their very first time learning about this campaign and that the Hunt for Ben Solo was a thing and is a thing and will potentially become a movie should this campaign go well. So we're very excited that we're breaking out of our usual bubble again. And over 700 likes tells us that there are still a lot of Ben Solo fans out there. Thank you all so much, because I know it's been a while since that first interview. We are only 250 on the fan campaign Discord server, so it's really good to see so many people numbering in at least the thousands to tens of thousands, so enthusiastic about this campaign.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you, if you're a Ben Solo fan, would you maybe like to connect with other fans? Speaking of our Discord, we have a really lovely community there. You can find the link in the collection of social links. It's from there that we make all of this magic happen. And so you're invited to come check us out there and see what we're all about. We're a pretty kind community. We strive, a great deal to make sure that everyone feels welcome and supported in that space. So please do feel free to check us out there.
We have added several hundred followers since our May truck stunt at the Mando and Grogu movie premiere and opening night. Hope you saw some of those posts as well. We even got someone who actively works for Lucasfilm who posted about it, which big ups for us there. Uh, those high visibility events definitely seem to be getting people to click the follow button for us, as you can probably see in some of these graphics here. Yes, there are 917 followers, only a couple dozen more, and we should be able to start doing live streams on Instagram. Important milestone there. So please try and help get friends, family, whoever you can to follow our IG account so we can reach that top there of 1,000 so we can start doing more fun stuff and content for you guys. Uh,
Mhm.
so overall, we are doing much better at breaking out of our usual bubbles. About half of our content has been viewed by non-followers, and that is really, really good. I hope they're all Star Wars people. If not, welcome to Star Wars. As you can see, it's a lot better than how it's been portrayed in the past. Moving on to another social media platform, you can really see the date of the truck's impact on Tumblr, which I personally run the community for on there. Seeing a lot of people on Tumblr posting meaningful content and showing fan enthusiasm about THFBS, of course, with beautiful artworks, demonstrates a key part of this campaign, which is the passion behind wanting this movie, not just the peer pressure of people who want to make this movie happen, but the genuine creative juices flowing because this movie inspires people.
Totally. So now let's go over to X or Twitter, the other big social media platform that we operate on. The statistics that you're going to see are from the last 30 days. You can see we're up 275% on impressions and 150% on engagements, which is probably the result from July's Where's Ben Solo Truck in San Diego. We got a lot more buzz when a live thing kind of happens, and we really appreciate people noticing and engaging in what we're doing. We notice you and we're grateful for it.
Reddit has continued to do very well as well, including with our community and also with adjacent communities like the Raylo subreddit and the Adam Driver fan subreddit. Shout out to them. We've added more than 50 members since the last update, and we are up to 929 daily users. For context, there were only 755 daily users at the end of May. We've had more than 8,000 visits to the Hunt for Ben Solo subreddit since the last update.
Yeah, big numbers there on Reddit. So nice work there. Finally, TikTok. We were having some technical trouble. So folks were wondering, why aren't you seeing anything from us on TikTok? We got our algorithm all messed up, but we have sorted it out now. Okay. So I'm not going to share a lot of the TikTok data because it's not going to make any sense. But I promise going forward, we will have some because now we figured out what had happened. But I will share is that we are up to 634 followers on TikTok, which doesn't sound like a huge number, but it's a goodly size number. And considering some of our posts have really taken off and into the, like tens of thousands, clearly it wasn't all just our followers who boosted those things. So TikTok will be back if you've noticed it's been a little quiet. Sorry about that. Let's go on to website. So our website traffic continues to be solid, buoyed for sure by the two Where's Ben Solo trucks, one in May and one in July.
Yep. And the key term for the Hunt for Ben Solo continues to be the best driver of traffic to the website, which we find interesting. This is the hashtag we often use the most since it was going to be the name of the movie that Adam Driver and Steven Soderbergh developed, and the name of the script that Scott Burns finished. As far as we know, that is still locked up in Disney vaults. So any leakers there, do not leak that. That makes the script unusable. Just had to bring that up there. Uh, anyways,
Absolutely.
bringing up the continued use of the hashtag, We want you to please continue using it, but we also want you to express your passion for THFBS and Ben Solo or Raylo or the sequels in general, because it's not just the peer pressure that seeing this trending hashtag that it's not that influences people as much as it is genuine passion and people seeing sincere effort in people who want this movie to come back, as we've seen with the billboards, the skydiving, the cosplay outside of Burbank headquarters for Disney, and most recently, of course, our trucks.
Absolutely. And enthusiasm is kind of the word I would say that describes the in-person experiences that we've had as well, engaging with fellow fans. So of course, I brought Ben to Toronto Comic Con and people ran over, to take photos with him. True story from our photographers who were down in San Diego to ensure that we captured as many angles of the truck as we could. It was quite common to hear a squeal and of Ben Solo, and people would run over to get a picture of the truck and try to catch a selfie with the truck in the background. So that speaks to again the levels of excitement that people have at the idea of Ben Solo returning in a Star Wars films, hopefully sometime in the very near future.
Yep. Thanks to all our wonderful photographers across all our social media websites who cover all of these events that we do live, including the trucks. Our About page got a few more hits than usual in the last 3 months, and we would hazard to guess that's probably because people are wondering who we are and what we're doing when they run across us on social media for the first time. In addition to the Where's Ben Solo trucks, of course, we are busy on social media reminding Disney and Star Wars folks that this movie could get made. There have been plenty of movies, especially more recent ones. I'm not going to name names, but a certain coyote. Uh, there are plenty of examples right now of movies that previously were shelved or canceled coming back and being made because of fans like you and us and people across the world who want these projects made and are willing to share their minds about it. Uh, and here's an interesting statistic. All the hits from the USA aren't surprising, but there is a sizable amount of traffic from the UK and Germany. Sweden and Canada, of course, behind the scenes fan campaign activity contributes to that. Shout out to Marlene, who has been absolutely stellar about her missing posters showing up in Sweden. But yeah, those two countries are doing a lot of behind the scenes campaign work. So thank you, British and German Ben Solo fans, as well as Sweden and, of course, Canada. You are all doing amazing. And we're very glad that you found the site.
And speaking of demographics, our European friends are doing a really excellent job at covering the world map with missing posters. I'd like everyone to notice the excellent spreads that they have going on in a wide variety of European countries.
And don't forget some African. That being
Oh,
said,
yes.
That being said, we would like to issue an informal challenge to our American and Canadian fans. Let's get these parts of the map covered. North America is pretty big, we understand that. So, this is a formal challenge. If anyone is interested, let us know. We'll see if we can set it up for you. But we would really like to see all of our fellow campaigners, all our fellow Ben Solo fans, really cover Canada and the United States, so that both sides of the Atlantic are showing their support for Ben Solo in equal measure.
So I will ensure that the link for submitting your missing poster submissions, photos, explanations of where they are, whatever information you'd like to share, it can be submitted via a form. So I'll make sure that the form link is in the video description box. We also haven't mentioned the petition in a while on my channel. And so we have very close to 9,000 signatures. We're not quite there yet. So if you have not yet signed the petition, please go do that. But at this point, we're very close to 9,000 signatures. And there are new ones going in every day. I don't know if you know, but there's a little ticker tape on the bottom that says so-and-so signed this 1 day ago, 2 days ago, and people are still signing. So please go add your name if you haven't. It's an opportunity to encourage Disney to re-greenlight the hunt for Ben Solo. That's all it is. But it's important because it tells Disney that there are a lot of people out there who want this. Please consider inviting your nerdy friends to do the same.
D23 is this month. Fingers crossed for updates on the Hunter Ben Solo and maybe the Simon Kinberg's Star Wars trilogy. If there's no news, we'll be pressing on for Star Wars Celebration in April 2027. Uh, Speaking of which, April 1st, only look at official accounts. Don't trust any insiders or leaks on that day. We had an issue previously. It was funny in hindsight, but we don't want any misinformation going on about the Hunter Ben Solo, uh, especially that could really crush people's hopes. I'm not going to name names. Anyways, watch also for upcoming events uh, going into this next few months. No spoilers, but watch our socials and our websites for announcements.
Absolutely. And especially watch for fan campaign anniversary activity, as well as content on all of our socials on and around October 20th, which, in case you weren't aware, was the publication date in 2025 of the article in which Adam Driver revealed the existence of the script for The Hunt for Ben Solo. So September and October are still going to be great months to stay connected with what's going on. If we are lucky enough that we get an announcement of something at D23, I mean, the passion will be very real, but even if we don't, we're still going to push ahead and make sure that Disney is aware that we still very much want this film.
Yep, I'm so unbelievably blown away by how far this campaign has come. It's been almost a year now. We've seen so much growth. We've seen so much support, done so many things, all in just what feels like it feels like time has just went by when it comes to this campaign. We started off renumbering in like only like a dozen people, and now we're at so many supporters, so many people, and we're continuing to show that we want this movie and we are willing to express that however loud we have to be to get Disney to listen and to act on what its fans demand of it in regards to Ben Solo.
Totally. So thank you for coming on this journey with us, and the journey's not over. So please, do the usual things like subscribe, follow, whatever your preferred social media asks you to do, and continue on the ride with us because we're still here, and we're still very excited about seeing this guy back on the big screen.
As a very famous guy with a very great beard once said, no one's ever truly gone.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
I don't know if we need that, but I'll see how it looks. All right.